this. So when we put the graphic over top, it's good to see what it looks like before we start. You're going to see that in some of these areas we are going to have to lance it. And I don't like to put holes in the vinyl if at all possible, but if you do put a small hole to allow some air out of some of these pockets, the adhesive is very aggressive and it will flow and be able to fill the hole back in. So you're going to have a complete application, but we are going to have to treat these areas a little bit differently than we did on the brick wall. So here we have the DPF 8000, again laminated with the 3220, applied on the wall, place where we want it. Remember the air pockets in the cement that we talked about earlier. So I'm going to begin the application, much like we did on the brick wall, starting from the center out with some heat. You'll notice over some of these areas where I know that the air is trapped, I'm not giving it a lot of heat. I don't want the vinyl to swell up. I don't want the air to expand too much before I've had a chance to lance those holes. So as you can see, we've used some heat to get the vinyl to conform as much as possible, and in some of the larger holes in the cement, the adhesive has made contact with the bottom of the hole. But there are some cases like here and here where this hasn't happened. We're going to need to take a very sharp knife or a pin and put a small hole, work the air out using the Rolly Pro. Now, if you're doing a short-term job, if this job only needs to be on the wall for 2 or 3 months, it's not going to be in freezing temperatures, you could likely leave it exactly the way it is. But if you want a long-term application, which is what this film was designed to do, you're going to need to take the next steps that I'm going to show you right now. So I'm just putting a small hole, working as much air out as I can just with my finger. Coming in with heat and working it in with the roller. And now you can see a very well-defined hole in the concrete. Again, push it out, hit it with heat, come in with the roller, and you have a very textured application. You can see here, there's a lot of definition in these textures. We're going to be applying our DPF 8000 to stucco here, and again, it's a slightly different texture than the cement or the brick. The texture is very consistent all the way through. We're going to still start from the center using heat, but the difference in this application is that you want to, before you start the application in the center, you want to use a little bit of heat and just go around the edge. Make sure that the edge is really well anchored.